Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, but today we're not going to be doing normal Sports Card Doctor stuff. We are just going to be having some fun going through some of the contents of this box of 1987 TOPPS baseball. Yes, some of the cards are missing because they've been part of previous Sports Card ASMR videos. This box of cards has been in my collection, i.e. my storage, for probably 30 plus years. That's right. We've got 30 plus years of baseball card gum in this box. I don't know about you, but since I'm the sports card doctor, I feel I can talk about this because it's not just about physical health, it's about emotional and mental well-being. These boxes bring back so many baseball and childhood memories. Just seeing the box, probably for me at a big box store like a Costco, saving up my allowance money, skipping just buying packs, and instead buying an entire box, 40 cents per pack. Oh no, I was going to save up for about the $15 to $20 I needed to get a world of possibilities. All of the possibilities within these packs. Jose Canseco rookies, Mark McGwire rookies. Maybe I would get my favorite baseball player, Gary Carter. In fact, they would put him on the box just to tempt me. So, let's dive in to this box of baseball card memories. I'll say this box is held up after all these years. A little damage on the top. I would not describe it as mint condition. Looks like Wade Boggs may have spilled some of his beer on it right here. Bubblegum cards. Ah, yes. Here we go. Well, of course, if we're going to go in, we're going to go in the safe way. The doctor's got to get it right. All the fingers in the right holes. Giggity. All right. Let's see what this box has for us. Now we're not going to open up all the packs. We're not going to go through all of them. We're going to pick a couple packs at random and see if we can find any legends or future stars like, say, Dave Magadan of the New York Mets. Ooh, an up-and-comer like Todd Worrell, closer for the Cardinals. Oh, that's right. Maybe an established legend like Michael Jack Schmidt, Tony Gwynn, Ozzie Smith. Oh, I can't wait anymore. TOPPS baseball cards. Oh, this pack's already undone here. TOPPS, of course, is the standard bearer, the mainstay, the classic, even though a lot of other companies came along and tried to steal their thunder, and maybe at times did steal their thunder. It was TOPPS that I always came back to. Where did your heart take you? This pack's already open. Let's just dive on in. What do you say? Oh, yes. Classic. Now, should be worried. Oh, there it is. I thought the gum wasn't there, but you know what? Let's start with the gum. Oh, peels off in the most tasty way, doesn't it? No, I'm not gonna have this gum. I don't even know if we can call this gum anymore. I don't know if we ever could. Classic green, which they would return to from time to time. I just remember staring at that winter trip to 1988 spring training and thinking that could never be me. I could never win. And I didn't. That's okay. Well, we're not going to win anything anymore. Let's see what this pack has for us. Now, his career would be go on to be a little tainted, but he's a 500 homer man, and he was in fact a future star, Rafael Palmeiro, then of the Chicago Cubs. Oh, we got it. You all thought I was joking. I sensed it. I felt it. Dave Magadan, future star for the New York Metropolitans. He never had the career I think this card promised us. But Dave Magadan is a star in my heart and always will be. You forget that his cousin was Lou Piniella. What a weird fact. Devon White, one of the best defenders of this era. Jim Slatton, not one of the best defenders of this era. Pat Perry, Joe Sambito. These are real players, folks. Tim Hewlett. Ted Mother Effin' Power. Look at that. It looks like he just released some tequila-based pop songs to play at his bar that he'll later own. Wally Backman. This right here, absolutely one of my favorite cards in all of baseball card history. The action, the dust. Is he safe? Is he out? Is that pain? Is that joy? Is he about to fist pump or fist punch? We don't really know. What a magnificent tableau. Almost as good as Candy Maldonado's name. The Candyman. Wow. 2 Jim Slaytons in one pack. I don't remember that happening much as a kid, but I'll tell you what. If I had saved up my hard-earned allowance and paid 40 cents for a pack of cards and got a player the second time around, 2 in one pack, oh, I'd be disappointed. Bud Black can go on to be a great Major League manager, but not as great as that mustache. Excellent, buddy boy. Excellent. Dave Leeper. Mark Salas, a great catcher. I mean, by that I mean, I think he batted .210 in his career, but I liked him. Dennis Lamp, card is out of focus. I guess I'm not going to be able to sell this one and go to college. Craig Reynolds. This is the kind of player. You see, you kids these days, you baseball fans today, these are the type of players we grew up with. Craig Reynolds, shortstop. 35 career home runs at this point in his career. Kent Tecove. I loved Kent Tecove. Submariner, side armor, and he wore the coolest pair of Vietnam-era drill instructor sunglasses all the time. Prescription, of course. didn't hold up. Look at that. Open. Well, let's dive in. Starting with a Gene Stick Michael. I think you can use some of this gum to start your fire in your fire pit. Gene Stick Michael. Kirk McCaskill. I just remember he was considered one of the better-looking baseball players of the late 80s. Good job, Kirk. Danny Heap. Dave Mackinnon looking to take his job and push him off the heap. Okay, I'll stop. Rich Bordy. Brooke Jacoby. Pete Rose. This is one of the last cards of Pete before, well, his life and career took a interesting, dramatic turn, we'll say. I have some thoughts on Pete Rose, some good, some bad, but whatever you think, I'll tell you this much, this card brings back some positive memories. Go get him, Pete. Rick Mailer. Jim Wynn. God, those pirate hats were atrocious. Fantastic card here, Dave Stewart. Right as he was about to explode into one of the best pitchers in the game. Revitalized his career in Oakland. It's a great card. I might put that aside. Bobby Thigpen, this unassuming Sox reliever, would go on to break the single-season save record. And not do much after that, but I'll always remember Bobby Thigpen for that. Hall of Famer Jack Morris. Great card there. Can't go wrong with a little Jack in your life, huh? Jerry Royce. I think he always looked 50. George Bell, All-Star. Keith Moreland. Cubbies. Another checklist. Glenn Hubbard. Look, I'll say this. At least they're two different checklists. But again, if I had saved my allowance money and spent 40 whole cents, folks, that's 4 dimes. Or 3 dimes and 2 nickels, whatever. Whatever I spent with my hard-earned allowance money, I didn't get a lot as a kid. No generational wealth. In my family, I had to earn my pack of cards, and if I spent 40 cents and I got 2 checklist cards, the sports card doctor would not have been happy. Dwayne Ward. Toronto reliever, had a good run for a bit. Some of the gum's already broken here, but let's snap it for you. A little close for the mic for you all. Even the feel of the packs bring back memories. I used to love the joy of getting a card in a pack that I didn't want, but I knew one of my friends wanted. So I had trade bait. Could I get the Vince Coleman that I wanted? Maybe. If he wanted the Brewers leaders card. What an amazing card. Tim Flannery. Jose Cruz, long career, started to finish up around this era. Mickey Brantley, tucked away into the Detroit Tigers visitor dugout. Infamously small, cramped, and tiny. Frank DiPino in a airbrushed card. Max Venable, looking pretty stylish back then, and quite frankly, for now. Phil Negro, old Nux, at the end of his career here. But what a card. This guy, well, I think technically I'm older than him now. Oh, that's scary. Jackie Gutierrez. Another chance to win. Franklin Stubbs, growing up in SoCal. Franklin Stubbs, he had a lot of hope attached to him. He didn't become the star that we hoped, but he was a good player for a while. Chuck Carey, Joel Davis, that is a major leaguer. That guy got to say and gets to say he played the major leagues. Good job, Joel. Paul Ostenmacher. Ossenmacher. 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 Juan Samuel. Not a great photo, but that's a good mighty swing. Carmen Castillo. Claudel Washington. And unfortunately the late Donnie Moore. We'll open up a couple more packs here today. I'm going to save some of these memories for later. That gum just stuck to the back of the card. Now there used to be techniques to get this out. I think you rub like a used gym sock and olive oil. I don't know. I never figured it out. Just figured the cards were lost. John Franco, good get. Eventually go to the Mets, one of the best closers in the game in this era. I'd be excited about this card. Ken Daly, I'd be less excited about that card. Man, Pat Sheridan. But Tony Gwynn. This, the late great Tony Gwynn, would be a card I absolutely would try to keep or trade if I needed to get that coveted Vince Coleman that I wanted in 1987. Chris Bando, of course, son of Sal Bando. Zane Smith. Looks like he plays bass in the Heartbreakers. He was a pitcher for Atlanta. Lloyd Mosby. Cal Daniels, up-and-comer. Ian Eric Davis. We're going to light the world on fire. And we're still trying to win. Jimmy Williams. They don't make baseball managers like they used to. Andres, the big cat. Galarraga. Put that aside. Brett Butler. I like Brett. San Francisco, right? Giants. Played Dodgers for a while. One of the best bunters in the game. Player from a different era. I'll tell you that much. Brett Butler. Jose De Leon. Dave Schmidt. Dave Schmidt looks like he ran for political office in 1920. Fascinating. Gary Ward. And another goddamn checklist. Ernie Witt, believe it or not, one of the best catchers in the game at this time. And Ed Wojna. Good job, Ed. None of us have a baseball card with our name and image on it, but you do. All right. Final pack of the day. This one's sealed pretty darn good. gum stuck to Joe Carter. Lamar Hoyt. Sounds like he was a titan of an industry at the turn of the century in 1900. Lamar Hoyt of Hoyt and Company. Wayne Tollison. You see, I'm a New York Yankee fan, and for a while people accused me of being a front runner. But I rooted for the Yankees when Wayne Tollison, no disrespect to you, Wayne, but when Wayne Tollison was our shortstop. And Tom Stoddard was one of our relievers. Jim Fregosi. Speaking of old managers, old style managers, Ed Romero, Frank Williams, another airbrushed card. Steve Bouchal. We got some late 80s classics. Oh, the late, great Dan Quisenberry. Fortunately passed away of cancer. One of my favorite players. Loved that submarine sidearm, him and Kent DeColve. Rest in peace, Dano. Record breaker Dave Rigetti set the single season save record in 1986, later to be broken by Bobby Thigpen from the other pack. Howard Johnson, not the hotel, of course. Rich Yett. Dick Schofield, one of the great shortstops of this era. I think he had 7 home runs his entire career. Different time, different day. Cecil Fielder. This is before he would head off to Japan, where he'd learned to hit the curveball and come back and blast 51 home runs for the Detroit Tigers. Not a bad card. Eric King, Greg Matthews, Butch Weiniger, and of course, the aforementioned Joe Carter, who would later win a World Series with a home run. Well, that was an interesting trip. Baseball nostalgia. A lot of superstar cards left to get. I think before I go, though, my sports card doctor needs to make some notes. Favorite card to get? Wally Backman. Most valuable card to find? I'm going to say that Dave Stewart, maybe? Tony Gwynn? Cecil Fielder might be worth $1.50, who knows? Worst card to get? All of the goddamn checklist. Sticks of gum broken. 6. Gum tried. 0. One day we'll do it. Alright? Cataloged. And I think that brings to an end another edition of Sports Card ASMR with me, the Sports Card Doctor.